Hey, Mr. Clash here, and in this video we're going to have a look at 3 Town Hall 9s wiping out 3 Town Hall 10s. This is the first one. Okay, elephant in the room, there are no Inferno towers in this base. However, it does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archers. And we'll count the cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Expos, 3 of them, all maxed. Level 40 queen. Okay, so apart from the lack of infernos and a not maxed bomb tower, this is a Town Hall 10. And Town Hall 9 is wiping it out with good old go wee wee. Oh my goodness. We're going to have a look at 3 attacks. The last attack is a maxed base, maxed weapons, with infernos. So yeah, it's just, I'm laughing because I could just, in my mind, watching these attacks, I just pictured the enemy clan just like having what the fuck moments. Just like, what the fuck just happened? Town Hall 9s wiped out our Town Hall 10s. I could imagine they'd be thinking, there'd be accusations of cheating, and you just know it's going to happen, don't you? You just know that if you're facing someone in a war and their Town Hall 9s start wiping out Town Hall 10s, and their Town Hall 10s struggle to wipe out even a Town Hall 9, you know that they're going to be thinking there must be cheating or something going on. You just know it. But I just got a kick out of all of these attacks to see how, at the very minimum, the basic go wee wee Town Hall 9 beast of a 3-star strategy, let's just call it that. Look, as far as I'm concerned, yes, we'll call it the great equalizer as far as an attack goes, because you don't have to be tremendously skilled. You don't have to be able to know the pathing of hogs or balloons. You don't have to know the most incredible funneling. As you can see here, there wasn't a tremendous amount. You did have to have a pretty good idea on how you wanted to path through the base of sorts, but it didn't have to be super spot on. Good enough, in other words. And the troop combo is very, very forgiving. We'll speed this up. There's not much of the base left, but it takes a whole minute left to do the last 20% of the base. So you'll just speed this up a little bit so you can see what happens. Now, the next 2 will have Inferno towers, but I just got a kick out of these ones, that Town Hall 10s were getting wiped out. So if you're a Town Hall 9, if you're in a clan and your Town Hall 9s are all done, unless you need to scout specifically for something, such as Queen Walk or air attack or something that a Town Hall 10 might do, give these a go. Let's have a look at the next one. All right, yes, this is a famous internet base. I believe this is a JSO base. I've seen videos on Queen Walks that start down here. I've seen videos on Queen Walks that basically, where do I want to go here? I can't bring it up. Okay. I've seen videos that Queen Walks start down here and they go around that way. Oh, there we go. It came up. Do I get a line on my pencil? Well, it came up, but I didn't get a line. Okay, let's get rid of that. There we go. Let's start here and go this way and then come in. Oh, there's my... I've got a delayed line. How awesome. Well, you know this is live. No editing going on there. Let's clear that off. All right, yeah, so Queen Walks come up here. I've seen Queen Walks do a little bit here and here, then punch in, let the Valkyries come through with a jump there to get through, and Bowlers King go this way and Queen Walks that way. All sorts of attacks on this JSO base to 3-star it. But this is a Town Hall 9 weapons. Let's count that. You can see here, he's added the extra archer tower. There, he's added the extra cannon. But Town Hall 9 is wiping out this not fully max base. Granted, again, it's not a fully max base, but it's got the same number of weapons that Town Hall 10 has. It's got 1 level 3 Inferno and 1 level 2 Inferno, and it's got 3 Expos. So it's not a slouch of a base to try and get through. It's a beast of a base to get through. Yes, one Inferno Tower is on multi and one is on single. So whether you think that makes a difference or not, there's one heal spell. Look, it doesn't matter. The fact is that it wiped out a Town Hall 10, this particular base. And people have thought this base is hard enough to do a video on how to beat the JSO base. Well, here's one, how to beat the JSO base as a Town Hall 9. So obviously you might think, well, if I do the same as a Town Hall 10, maybe that should work. Well, you know, do have to consider that Town Hall 10 only has the same number of witches. Let's just watch this at double speed. Only has the same strength witches as Town Hall 10, or Town Hall 10 has the same strength witches as Town Hall 9, and the base might be maxed, whereas this base is not maxed. So those sorts of things make a difference. Like as you can see here, there's a tremendous amount of the base left. There's not a real lot of troops left, so it's not like a really definitive attack where there's so many troops left on the board. It's not funny. But I could just, like I said, I could just imagine the enemy's bewilderment at watching a Town Hall 9 3-star, a base that they've obviously picked up on the internet as some impossible to 3-star base. And look, a Town Hall 9 just comes and wrecks it. Okay, let's have a look at the last one. Alrighty, here it is. We've got a max Town Hall 10, except for this bomb tower. Everything else is maxed. And of course the walls, but if you're using jump spells, the walls don't matter. Max mortars. Yeah, I believe they're max mortars. Just look at the wizard towers. The heroes aren't maxed, but hey, when you're facing a whole heap of witches, it doesn't matter. A max queen goes down pretty quickly. So let's have a look how this maxed single target infernos, everything's really hard about this base. Let's have a look how a Town Hall 9 took it out with Go Wee Wee in 2 minutes. I just chuckle at this. I just chuckle at it. Because if you're ever wondering about, are witches powerful? Really? Are they as powerful as we think they are? Because they wipe out stuff at Town Hall 9. Yeah, look, Town Hall 9 witch army is wiping out this town. Look, taking on all three infernos, all three expos at the same time. They're all firing. They're not all firing at the same thing. This golem's got a inferno on it. It's got 2 expos on it. It's all just way, way, way too hard. Now the king and heroes and bowlers, they'll break through this wall eventually, and then there'll be another jump spell over to here. The enemy CC is about to go down. It's got a bit of a poison on it, get a bit of a rage spell. That's it. All spells are used now. 44% of the base is done. All spells are used. We've got a few witches pathing around the right-hand side. One witch up the top left with some skellies. She's going to go left. Maybe a couple other witches are going to join her. There we go. We've got 4 witches joining on the left-hand side. A couple witches and a wizard on the right-hand side, so they'll take that out nicely. Heroes, bowlers, queen in the middle. And look at that. The infernos are down. The Teslas are down. And it's just this little bit of defensive stuff around here. The queen will phase. Queen's phase hasn't even needed to be used yet. You've got this little golemite tanking on this arch tower, distracting the arch tower, keeping the queen alive. Now this queen's locked on the skelly. She's going to go down to these 4 witches pretty quickly. This archer tower, if you watch that, watch how quick the arch tower goes down. Boom, it's down. Queen takes this one out, and that's it. It's game over. Absolutely game over for this Town Hall 10. Probably they're sitting pretty, thinking, you know, maybe it's not the best base in the world, but still going to take a Town Hall 10 to attack it or whatever. And along comes a lowly Town Hall 9 and just says, nah, I'm having a go. My scout attack turns into a 3-star. At the minimum, I'll get the 2. At the maximum, here we go. Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9, 3-starring a max Town Hall 10 in 2 minutes. With max infernos and max expos, it just blows my mind, just gives me a chuckle. So I'm going to come to the question of the day. What do you get when 2 cheese trucks, that's trucks carrying cheese, what do you get when 2 cheese trucks crash into each other? What's the result? The result is that debris is everywhere. You get it? Brie Brie is the name of a cheese. Debris. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Do leave the video a thumb up. Do share it with your mates as a bit of like, what the hell is going on here? Town Hall 9's wiping out Town Hall 10. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.